Hey, everybody. I want to thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of All Geeked Out. Yet a new video. This will be our third video published. And yeah, we're pumping them out now. Not like the old days with the audio where we were doing the audio podcast. I know we did a lot of, had a few hiatuses, we'll say. But so this episode, I felt it needed a little bit of a preface going into it. I know, as everybody knows, we're a new podcast, and I've said it many times, we're a work in progress. You're along for the ride with us. And I think you could tell that, like, you could see this journey as you go back. You can go back to, like, our very first couple of podcasts, which was basically just me in a room talking on my phone and just giving some information about, I don't even remember. I think our first one, was, I want to say it was post-apocalyptic movie, whatever the case may be. So I just wanted to give a little bit of a heads up. We are working on our video. It's a work in progress. I never went to film school. I never did anything like this, so I'm learning as I go. It's pretty much the way I operate. So this episode, we were trying some new things. As probably every episode is going to have a little bit of a tweak to it, a little bit of something different than the last episode before it. So this one, I won't get into what we were doing, but what the problem ended up coming out to be was the way we had the camera propped. It pretty much picked up every little vibration. Anytime we touched the table, did anything like to make any kind of motion around the area. We come to find out after we review the video that the camera's doing this. Now, in a perfect world and in a perfect podcast, I would just scrap it and start over again. Don't really have, number one. It was a really funny episode. Whenever John, my buddy John, comes to town to do an episode with me, it's going to be raucous and rowdy and wild, and funny and hilarious. And we kind of captured some moments there that I did not want to lose, just because of that. The other thing I would do would be to edit it out. It was just, number one, it was just too much of it. And then number two, after we reviewed it, John made me promise not to cut anything out of this thing. So I'm, a man of my word, man of integrity, and you're going to get a completely uncut, unedited episode here. A couple of disclaimers. Number one, as always, not really for kids. It wasn't I don't remember how much we were swearing, because the other thing was we were doing this St. Patrick's Day weekend, so obviously we were imbibing in some adult beverages. So that's just my disclaimer right there. That's all. That's pretty much all I gotta say. The only other thing is as always, I just like to thank everybody for coming on, watching our show. Hopefully you're getting something out of it. And if, maybe if you see some room for improvement, let us know. Because like I said, we are a work in progress. I don't want to take any more of your time. This ended up being kind of a long episode. So I don't want to, I want to get to the good stuff. So without, I hate this. So I got to think of a new phrase to say without further ado. That's just kind of boring. But, without wasting any more of your precious time, I present to you our All Geeked Out episode, myself, my friend John, and we're going to talk about, who was the better actor of their time. Was it Al Pacino, Robert De Niro? I think it's a pretty good debate. It's entertaining as always when John's on the camera. And yeah, that's it. I give you All Geeked Out video episode number. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to All Geeked Out. We are the original. Don't settle for substitutes. I'm sitting here with my friend John, anyone who has been a subscriber, a follower of the podcast, you may remember we did a freestyle episode. I think it was freestyle. What the hell? It was freestyle, like the rise and fall. So it was like we just kind of like covered some of our favorite music from back in the day when we were, our Generation X, best generation ever. So without further ado, let me reintroduce
my friend John.
Thanks, Anthony. It's a pleasure to be here, my friend.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to have you. Always happy to have somebody insightful who's gonna hit me with some stuff that I know you're gonna come out of left field with some stuff. So
Let's see how
I gotta brace
before
myself.
you say insightful.
Well,
it could be my last invitation here.
On that note, whatever comes out of our mouths today, just realize, it is St. Patrick's Day weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Sláinte.
To my Irish friends, Shindan.
Yeah. And maybe if you're Irish friends, stay tuned. We might tell you at the end of the episode. So watch the whole episode, and then I'll tell you what that means. All right. So today, we are going to be doing an actor spotlight. This is an actor that, everybody knows who he is. Whatever generation you're from. This guy is very well known. Maybe I think just like from our generation, probably a little bit more. I would say,
definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
And maybe even before, growing up, once I discovered Al Pacino. I would say
Generation X, 65 to
yeah. So I was born
even before. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right,
yeah.
you're right.
So, by the time we were able to appreciate some of the movies, yeah. I don't know what the first movie I saw him in. I can't remember. It might have been. I don't think it was Godfather, but it might have been just because my father loved the movie. But anyway, by the time I started watching, really getting into watching movies and adult content movies, I'm not talking about skin and swearing, just sometimes you watch a movie back then that's a really good movie and you don't really get it, because you were younger, and then you watch it again when you're older and you're like, all right, that makes sense. I think a lot of his movies, especially early in his career, were that way. But anyway, Al Pacino, all right, you can't, I don't know. So this was originally supposed to be we're going to talk about Al Pacino. You see, I got dressed for the occasion. I even, put off wearing green just to dress for our episode. But in that time era, Al Pacino was, one of the biggest actors. I always, that's all we were going to talk about, but, as I'm, looking and, looking through his man, I can't talk about Al Pacino without mentioning Robert De Niro. I don't know why. Why would that? Because you were the one that kind of, put this, brought up this, let's do an Al Pacino episode. There's plenty to talk about. And as I don't know, and I brought up, and I couldn't, the whole time I'm doing it, I'm because I've always been a Robert De Niro fan, and I'm who do I like more? And to this day, I couldn't give you a definitive answer. I could give you what I feel, but I don't know. I don't know.
I think if anyone picks one, they're not giving the other guy his credit.
Yeah, true. But if somebody put a gun in your head, right? Say if Jimmy Conway puts a gun in your head,
or a chainsaw to my face.
Or a chainsaw to your face, right?
Which you could see the way I'm leaning.
Yeah, or if somebody just hires somebody or tells somebody to go do it for them, what and they forced you to say, right on. And what was the first? What would be the first? Not looking deep into to what we're gonna get into, but what would be the first thing? The first thing to come out: Robert De Niro or Al Pacino? Quick, now,
Tony Montana.
That was neither of the options, but I get it. All right, so it's Al Pacino. So.
Oh, you meant from Godfather?
I'm saying your favorite. So if I asked you, who do you like more, Al Pacino or Robert De Niro? No. Pacino. All right.
By this much.
Okay, and that's how I feel. And just about, I would go De Niro. For some reason, it was always De Niro. And why is that? They're both accomplished, beloved, just actors that can't do no wrong. They could go do the worst movie, as we're gonna talk about some of that, and
Don't
just come out of it. You know, it doesn't even matter. You know, hey, I they did it for the industry. You know what I mean? They did it for the art. You know, like they did a lot of that, and it was like, what are you gonna say to them? You know, it's like we see this here now. Neither one of us we live in New England. Neither one of us are Patriot fans, but we see this now, like kind of with the Bill Belichick thing. It was like, you know, the guy could do no wrong. He could have a bad season until now. I mean, now we see people like just like shitting all over him. Like, what the fuck? If I don't,
it's about time.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, they're showing their true colors, basically. Like, just be happy with what you got. You know, oh, he ruined the last 4 years. Yeah, try to sit through fucking 30 years of fucking misery, you fucks. Anyway, see, this is what I talk about. I get fucking sidetracked. So my initial reaction is, if that in that same situation, I would go Robert De Niro, and I don't know why. Okay. And before you answer, I just like to let everybody know we are filming in front of a live studio audience today, and hopefully we get some interaction, you know, and maybe we'll take a few questions from the audience later. But just wanted to let you know, if you hear like some twittering in behind the camera, that's our live studio audience. That's where we're at right now. All Geeked Out is just, you know, we're just blowing up. You know, we just invite people over and they just want to sit and watch us, you know. So why wouldn't you just sit at home and watch us on YouTube? So yeah. So I'm kind of a Robert De Niro guy, even though, you know, you might get confused because I got the Scarface shirt on.
Could be a fan of both.
Well, that's the thing. You can that's why I said if somebody put a gun in your head, because I just put them on the same kind of like level.
Yeah. So how many De Niro T-shirts do you own?
0. Yeah. I didn't buy this one personally, so I wore it. Yeah, and like I said, I can't say, I would never say anything bad about either one of them. They can, and all right. So what? Pacino. How many movies Pacino was in? What is this? It's 60. Well, that's movies and TV. What is it?
65.
65. All right. De Niro, 129. So double, basically double. That's not saying, you know, quantity isn't always better than quality. You know what I mean? But we'll get into that. All right. But let's say, all right. So Al Pacino, the first time I remember, I'm not positive this was the first time I've ever seen him. But it was probably The Godfather. Like, that was my first memory of him was The Godfather. I mean, I don't know about you.
I guess say both of them.
Both what? Oh, De Niro
and Pacino. It's gonna be.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, that Godfather was 1972, the year I was born. And then the other one was like 3 years later.
Right there, yep.
And then, so, like, by the time I was watching movies like that, you know, I probably watched them. But actually, I think the first time I watched it, my father recorded the Godfather saga, which I don't know if you ever saw that. It was, I think it was a TV version, but it was like chronological order. So it was like, they started with like the funeral in Sicily, and the whole like
I thought you were going to do
Vito Antolini. That was the Andolini. Vito Andolini was his name. I remember that guy's like, if you're Vito Andolini, he was calling it out, like telling people like, if you're hiding them, you're gonna get in trouble and all that shit. And then the mother, you know, stabs. What was it, Don Chicho? I want to say. So. Let's talk about, get into The Godfather, right? So you got Al Pacino, who was already in Part 1, right? Part 2 comes out. Robert De Niro kind of steals the show. Pretty much, I think, did he win him an Oscar on that? Didn't The Godfather 2 win the Oscar?
I want to say that one. I don't think.
No, I don't think they did. I think Godfather 3. I think Godfather 3. I don't know. All right, so that's something we gotta look at.
Won. Vito Corleone.
He won
Best Supporting
for Best Supporting Actor. Yeah. So he won that. But I'm pretty sure that, I want to say that The Godfather 2
won Best Picture.
Won Best Picture.
Yeah,
I think it did.
Best Picture.
And I did. And it's funny because I did an episode. Did you ever listen to my episode about Oscar Sucks?
I think I did.
It's one of my personal favorite episodes. Yeah, it is one of my personal favorite episodes because I really, go back and listen. Like, and I did it solo. I hate my solo episodes. I hate every time I do a solo episode. I only do it because I get ants in the pants, and I can't get anybody to, not that I can't get anybody. Everybody likes to do the podcast, but it's tough to get guys together on the same schedule and all that stuff. So once in a while, I just get edgy, and I want to do a
Sometimes we
podcast.
come here and suck.
Well, that too, yeah. But we gotta, hey, this is a work in progress. You're on the journey with us, but yeah. So
Godfather 1.
Godfather 1, you got Marlon Brando and Al Pacino. Now, one thing, James Caan. I mean, it's chock full of actors.
Let's be honest, dude. If James Caan, Sonny never died, we'd be in Godfather 33 right now.
Yeah, right. Well, they have a story too. They have a novel that they could do. It's a flashback novel, but it would be so good. I read it. It's called The Family Corleone. It was written by the guy. I can't think of his name. Carmela from Sopranos?
Never heard of it. Yeah.
What the fuck was her name? What's her name?
She's a John Turturro.
No.
She's a Turturro, isn't she?
No.
Who am I thinking of then?
I'm talking about Carmela, the wife, Tony Soprano's wife. Yeah, what's her name? Edie Falco. Yeah. It's written by her husband, Falco. He took like pieces of something that Mario Puzo was going to do, and he made this prequel, and it takes place in like when Sonny is about 16, 17, like he's just coming into like that time, and it's all about, and it's when they start going at it with Luca Brasi's gang, and Luca Brasi is in charge of an Irish gang, but he's Italian, but he's just this big brute, and it's all about how like they're going at it back and forth, and then at the end it kind of tells you how that bond between Luca Brasi and Vito was made, and it's such a good fucking story. I don't know why somebody doesn't pick this up.
You probably watch credits, so you know. But I used to question people. Is it Lou Cabrasi? Or Luca?
It's Luca. It's Luca Brasi.
Yeah, you watched the
It
credits.
is Luca Brasi. Yeah. Well, only because I now I know because I read it. Yeah. But it is Luca Brasi. But Luca Brasi was such a he was built up like early on in the movie just to get
One of
fucking
the best
taken out.
quotes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. And did you ever see The Offer?
Wait, we were in two different quotes.
No, well, I'm talking about when he's talking. What are you talking about? He sleeps with the
With the
fishes.
fishes.
Oh, that wasn't his quote. That was Tessio said that. Well, it's about him, yeah. But the scene where at the very beginning at the wedding where he's like, I hope that child is a masculine child. Yeah. But with the real story, that was a real mob hitman. He's a real mob enforcer. The actor that played that, and he was one of Joe Colombo's guys, and. The guy, the director, Coppola, saw him. I don't know if it was Coppola or the producer.
Godfather.
Huh?
We're all Godfather.
Well, how can you talk about Al Pacino without starting with The Godfather? I mean, the only movie, he did like 2 movies before The Godfather. He did some like small obscure thing, like I don't even know what it was. I didn't even put it on my notes. And then Panic in Needle Park. And the thing that stands out about Panic in Needle Park is because that almost caused him not to be in The Godfather because he was doing that movie. He wanted
it was
to do.
supposed to be De Niro, right?
Well,
That's what
he might
people
have.
wanted.
Yeah. Well, and then I think James Caan. James Caan, I think was trying for Vito, but then they went to Marlon Brando, and Marlon Brando was like a real he was just notorious as like a tough guy to work with.
Story right there,
Huh?
Such a side story. You want to
Hit it.
Just heard this the other day on Howard Stern.
Yep.
Talking
Is
to
he
James
still around?
Caan.
He's still on?
Yeah,
Howard
but
Stern?
these the classics.
Shows you what I know.
James Caan was gonna be Superman.
Oh, I think I.
Christopher Reeve,
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah. He
didn't take the role, but Marlon Brando did. But they were gonna be together in Superman.
Oh yeah, because
I
Marlon
just read
Brando
this week.
was
The father.
his father.
Kal-El?
Right.
Kal-El?
Yeah.
Kal-El?
Well, he was Kal-El. Superman is Kal-El, I think. His father is I don't
Carlos'
know.
father.
Yeah. That's.
But anyway, they were going to be.
Shows you my fucking
right, so
comic
side
book
note.
fucking knowledge.
But can you picture James Caan as
No.
It's Christopher Reeve, right?
Well, it has to be. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, looking back at it
I
now,
just said,
it's a
all right,
little.
so
Yeah.
let's get
Well, no,
back to The
that's going to
Godfather.
happen. That's going to happen. And like I said, The Godfather, and Al Pacino almost didn't get it. The producer didn't want him. Like he was vehement against him, but Francis Ford Coppola was so just like he just kept pushing and pushing for him, and like they doing like I gotta tell you, I don't know, I think it's on Paramount Plus, that the series The Offer. I've said it on I fucking rave about it on this podcast time and time again. It's so good, and the story behind it is almost like more unbelievable than the actual movie, The Godfather. But anyway, so you got Al Pacino, his breakout role, you know what I mean, that he almost didn't get, as Michael Corleone. He almost, like, you almost see his career, like, kind of coinciding with Michael Corleone's, like, character arc. Like, he starts out as just, like, meek, like, little, kind of just, like, he was a war hero, but we don't see anything about that. But, like, in this world, he was just kind of, like, kind of, like, quiet. He didn't want to, like say to him, until he got kind of forced into action when his father got shot. But
Which the father still didn't want.
right. But then he has this iconic role, this great, like, thing that just launched his career. And then the sequel comes out, and I just feel like Robert De Niro, like, just outshined like him in that show, in that movie. In Godfather Part 2, Robert De Niro's parts are like, I could just watch all the flashback scenes and just see it going through. I mean, he learned fucking Italian to do it, and it sounded like he spoke it all his life, which he didn't.
Okay, give me some quotes.
I'm gonna give an offer you can't refuse. That's the easy one.
Who's that?
I'm gonna give an offer you can't. He said that about the landlord.
That didn't come from the first one?
It came from the first one, but he put it in the second one. And
Whose quote was it then?
But it was better because Michael Corleone was just
What?
Michael Corleone was just telling a story. Vito Corleone was saying it like
You're
I'm
the
gonna do
only
it.
person that would believe he said it better.
Oh, are you serious?
Anyone that thinks of that quote, they think of the first one.
I mean, no.
Yes.
It wasn't when he was talking about. He was talking about the Black Hand. He was talking
Marlon
about
Brando.
Marlon Brando. Did Marlon Brando ever?
I'm going to make an offer you can't refuse. It's Marlon Brando.
All right, yeah. But Al Pacino said it too when he was talking to Kate at the table. Oh no, he didn't say give me an offer. He said he told him that either his signature or his brains would be on the contract. That was all right. You're right.
So
Marlon Brando said it first.
So quotes by De Niro and Godfather.
But still, I still say De Niro said it better. And
Dude, no one knew that besides you, bro. Marlon Brando's quote is...
it's iconic.
By Marlon Brando.
Yeah, and
Godfather 2
well,
quotes.
you know what? The Academy agrees with me because De Niro got the fucking Oscar and Brando didn't get shit. Oh wait, did Brando get the Oscar? Brando might have. Did Brando get the Oscar? I don't know. We're not talking about Brando today.
Oh, we're
I don't want to
saying
talk about
quotes.
Brando.
I know it was you, Fredo.
Yeah, all right. So Corleone, but all of fucking De Niro's quotes were in Italian, so that's why they're not fucking memorable. He didn't say anything. That was like one of the only things he said. I'm gonna give him an offer he can't refuse. That was one of the few things he said in English in that movie. But I mean, it was just like and it wasn't all him. It was the camera, the cinematography. Like it made it just look grainy, like it was from like in the 20s or whatever time frame that was in the 20s and 30s in New York. It just looked like gritty, grimy, like. And he just played in that, like all those little things, like when he's ready to kill Don Fanucci, and like the light thing, and he unscrews the light, and then Don Fanucci comes in, and he's tapping it, it's like those little things that weren't really about De Niro, but he like played off of that, and he was so cool, and just like he made me believe that he was a young Don Corleone, Marlon Brando. And then with the new stuff in part 2, with they were in Vegas, and it was like different. It's like, all right, we're out of New York now. He's in Vegas. He's making all these like deals and political like things, and it was like a young Anthony watching that. I was so engrossed in all like the old gritty, Italian American, how we started, how things were when we got here, and what we had to do to survive. You could see that Vito Corleone wasn't a bad guy. He just had a family and he had to make money, and he fucking runs into Clemenza, who fucking awesome by what the fuck is that, the actor? Bruno something.
Michael Corleone killed his own brother.
Yeah. So why do I like him? Well, yeah. No, hey, I'm not saying this. This is an encapsulation of this whole conversation. It's like, one is not that much better than the other.
No.
You just
took the De Niro thing
like,
and for him too.
Yeah, but it's just like something fucking going on. All right. Ah, fuck! Why did I do that? All right, we got some editing. Is that? It's on. Okay, it's on. Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, So how we're discussing? What the fuck?
Okay,
I feel
so
like I gotta
the best-
fucking crane my neck over here.
So the best gangster of them all, De Niro, Pacino
That's gangster.
character.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? You
Big
brought-
Boy Caprice. How do you not, dude? The guy's insane.
Oh God, yeah. I am not a Dick Tracy. I did see it. I get.
Dude, he's smacking Madonna around while she's dancing.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he won a fucking Oscar. He won an Oscar for that role.
I didn't even know that. This was a joke.
It's on your fucking sheet.
I'll take either one.
Well, I think. Wait. Dick Tracy. He's in there.
Yeah, I'm here somewhere, buddy.
Where the fuck was he?
They nominated. They only had Son of a Woman. It's the only win.
Yeah, but all right. So we won't get into that. I don't buy into the awards thing. I think they like give guys, they'll give guys makeup awards if they got screwed like the year before or something like that.
Yeah.
But if you look at them, De Niro's got 2 Oscars. Pacino got 1. But I guess Pacino's like, he's got like the what do they call it? The Triple Crown or whatever. He's won an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony for like Broadway. So he's won all 3. De Niro didn't do that, but I don't think De Niro was really a Broadway guy. I don't think he really did that stuff.
Most. All right, character for character. If you go, I think Pacino got more memorable characters.
I don't think so. I thought maybe, but when I was going through the list of De Niro's movies, I was like, oh, I forgot about that one. Oh Jesus, I forgot about it. And he played a lot of small roles.
Did you just say what you said?
What?
You forgot about.
Forgot
about.
Yeah, well,
Did you see that? I did not forget. Montana. Michael Corleone.
No. Well, all right.
So forget.
He has more like iconic roles.
That's right.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He's got Tony Montana, Michael Corleone.
Big Boy Caprice. Come on. All right.
You're gonna hit your wagon to that fucking Dick Tracy train.
Serpico.
Serpico. All right, I'll give you that.
Donnie Brasco, he played.
But that's not like iconic. He was kind of like a mook in that fucking movie.
He played an
I'm
awesome
talking iconic. Like if I asked you what was
Donnie Brasco, who made that?
What was
movie?
his name in that? Like his character's name.
Lefty.
That was it. Yeah, I don't know. I you look at all right.
Do you think Johnny Depp made that movie?
Johnny Depp? No. No.
Pacino.
No. Yeah, it was Pacino. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Ricky Roma. One of my favorite characters. Oh, dude.
Oh, the Glengarry? Is that Glengarry Glenn Ross?
Yes.
Yeah.
The best of them all.
That's a great
The best of
movie.
them all.
I
Devil's
don't
Advocate. The devil himself, dude, he played.
He was good.
He's the best part of that movie.
Oh, he's definitely the best part of that movie. Yeah.
No, but
yeah.
I'm saying my best part of the movie. I didn't know he was the devil. The movie's called Devil's Advocate. I didn't know he was the devil.
I mean, you saw the whole thing, right? And then at the end, you realize, like,
Yeah, I was
it's
like,
the devil.
oh, man. Yeah, no.
That's another thing, too. They both played the devil. They both played the devil.
Played it better.
Well, yeah, Al Pacino. I mean, Robert De Niro didn't have a lot of screen time.
But don't touch.
I don't know. Like,
Touch.
Al Pacino's
But don't taste.
Al Pacino's devil was over the top. It was like
That's Pacino.
that's like a Nicolas Cage devil. Like Robert De Niro played like the sinister, like the guy that like I don't want to see again. Like he had the long, like the fingernails and just like I didn't like him at the time when I saw it. Like, because that wasn't like part of. Like, I wanted to see.
If you didn't see Lisa Bonet naked, you would not know that movie. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's true. No, it's a forgettable movie. Forgettable movie. But the
Devil's
Devil's Advocate. You think it was like that?
Dude, it's one of my favorite characters.
Really? I'll have to watch it again.
Oh, it's
I'll have to watch it again because I don't know.
Vanity. It's one of my favorites.
That's a good line. That's a good line. That's a good line.
Again, most quotable actor of all time.
All right. More versatile. Definitely De Niro. Versatile actor. I mean,
Because of
comedy. He can pull comedy. He can pull off comedy, which I didn't really like. I wasn't really a fan of, but he can do it. You know.
Big Boy Caprice comedy. Nominated for an Oscar.
All right. So you got with De Niro.
And all right,
De Niro
just
like kind of hits his
Scarface.
All right.
You
All right. Well, let's go. All right, Scarface.
What movie is more quotable than Scarface?
Yeah.
Take all of De Niro's movies, put them together. You can't quote Scarface. Just Tony Montana. Never mind.
I'm gonna go. Well, no. Before you say that, all right. You got Taxi Driver. Okay. You want to talk about quotes? All right. Raging Bull. Untouchables. Midnight Run. This is. I'm just going right in a row. Like these are movies that he put out right in a row. And then, all right. Then you got We're No Angels with Sean Penn. All right. Which was it? I mean, was it?
Yeah, dude. It's no Godfather 3. Don't look at the.
No. What about Cape Fear? Just that laugh, you know.
That's a quote. That's a quote.
And Mr. Every time he says counselor, you know, it's all right. You don't got a lot of quotes in there either. But he won a fucking Oscar for that.
Did he?
Yes, sir.
I believe it.
All right, Bronx Tale.
Side story.
Stay away from my son. You know. The working man's the fuck. Yeah, I mean, all right. They're not. They don't come off the tongue the way I want them to. I got.
He's
All right.
not Pacino. I love him. I would fight his fight, but not quotes. But hit
All right. Well,
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear.
Christmas Eve or Christmas night, me and Manny go to a midnight show in Seacom to watch it.
Yep.
Only movie I ever fell asleep in. A De Niro Cape Fear. Great character.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fell asleep.
I told him next
Yeah, the rest of the movie.
Yeah,
Nick Nolte was kind of was like sucked. You know. I wanted like fucking. I wanted what was his name in fucking 48 Hours? Katie? The fuck is it? No, not Katie. Whatever his name. Like I wanted 48 Hours Nick Nolte, and I got like the fucking uptight fucking lawyer Nick
What's his
Nolte.
best character?
Who? Nick Nolte?
Yeah. So easy.
I mean, it got to be 48 Hours.
Tropic Thunder, dude.
Nick Nolte?
Yeah.
Best character. His best role he ever played.
Anyone that's in Tropic Thunder, that's their
Not
best
40.
character.
Oh, come on, dude. 48 Hours is. That's his fucking only fucking good role. Really, in my opinion.
Tropic Thunder?
Did he even like? He wasn't even like. What, I don't even fucking. I don't remember Tropic Thunder. I've seen it like twice.
The movie's made about him.
Nick Nolte.
Yeah, he's got the claw in his ear.
I don't know. I guess I gotta see
Robert
that
Downey
again.
Jr.'s best character.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise's best character.
Tom Cruise's. That was. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tom Cruise can't do anything to shock you anymore. So I guess But that little fucking dance he did at the end.
Nate Glassman. What was his name?
I don't remember.
We're going off.
So fucking who was it? Nick Nolte. You said I don't even remember him being in that.
He's the movie they're making.
What do you mean? He's
Right? Oh, is he just a hitman? He's got the
I don't remember anything about that movie. I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Charlie.
watch it.
I mean, I watched it.
Jack
I
Black.
know. Yeah, I know. I remember him. Yeah.
Oh my God, they just
Yeah, Ben Stiller. I remember the movie. I just
never go full retard.
the only fucking
You
scene I remember was fucking Robert Downey Jr. when he said, "What do you mean, you people?" And then the fucking dance, Tom Cruise's fucking dance at the end.
Get back. You don't know me like that.
But
you.
yeah, I don't. Yeah.
When Robert Downey tells, what's his name? The star. Stiller.
Yeah.
You never go full retard. Sean Penn went full retard, no Oscar. Dustin Hoffman go half retard. Gets an Oscar.
That's a pretty good fucking. I didn't see the movie very much, but I do remember that voice, and that was pretty fucking close.
Yeah, all over the joint.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. That's why we're just all geeked out. You know, that's what we are.
All right, so best devil, in my opinion, was Pacino. Back to
All right.
I'm not taking anything away from De Niro, but I could quote Pacino's, and it's just a great movie.
Well, all right. To kind of go along with that point, I mean, you know, after A Bronx Tale, he threw the fucking Frankenstein thing out there.
Bronx Tale, here's a good quote in there.
Yeah, he had a few of them. Yeah, he had a few. Like, you know, obviously, like when he fucking went in and confronted Sonny.
No, talking to his son, he goes, "That guy's. You want to be crazy? Work. What's up?"
Yeah. Well, the working man, the working man's the tough guy, you know, something like that. Yeah. The worker, and like that was when like Columbia was like, "No, he's not the working man. He's the sucker dad." And then that was but I mean, he had like. He didn't play a big part in that role. He was kind of like the stiff. Like you wanted to see C go with Sonny and like get involved in all that. And every time he would like stop it, and you felt for him. But at the same time, you're watching a movie. You want to see shit
He didn't
going
do
on.
a good job because that kid ended up being a scumbag in real life.
Oh yeah, he got arrested. Yeah, he was into all kind of shit, breaking and entering and all. And now, but I think now he's like, I don't know, maybe like I saw
Did he
5 years
get
ago.
a bank robbery or something?
He was like breaking and entering and doing he was a junkie. And then, but I think he got he rehabilitated and started doing speaking. I don't know. I kind of lost touch with him. I don't really give a fuck about him. Well, he was in Sopranos a couple times. Yeah. So he cleaned his act up, but then he just disappeared again. He kind of sucked. Anyway, in that movie, I felt like he sucked. He kind of him and the girl, the black girl. Their whole thing, there was just awkward, and he had some funny lines and shit, but the scenes, the double when he sees the guy that owes him the money, and you he's just running all stiff.
Oh, the $20?
Yeah.
It's the best $20 you ever spent.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
But I mean, Bronx Tale. I mean, that wasn't really a showcase of Robert De Niro. He was kind of
No, but he played his role good.
No, he did. Yeah, and then after then you had fucking what did I say? The fucking Frankenstein shit.
Dude, stay away from the bed. Because we can do that.
Yeah, I fucking skipped right over Midnight Run. One of the fucking best fucking 90s I don't know. It's like a 48 Hours type movie. It's a comedy, but it's got action, kind of serious stuff.
Okay. Heat. Who do you remember?
All right, so that was right. Yeah, so we had Frankenstein, then Casino. I don't want to get into Casino. Heat. All right, so we got. All right, so Heat. Very big moment, in our cinematic history, where first time De Niro and Al Pacino are going to be on screen together. They were both in Godfather Part 2, but always in separate scenes. So this was a big deal, and they really they promoted it like that. You know what I mean? They promoted De Niro, and they were going to have this scene together, and it was going to be I don't know if it was a one shot. I think it was. Was it a one shot? Was it all one shot? I know the camera was going around them. I think it was edited though, but
yeah, it had to be.
But the talk was and we kind of touched on this earlier, where it's we could have had a better dialogue or something, something. Yeah,
very anticlimactic.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, I wanted Rocky Apollo Creed.
Yeah, right. Just a little more emotion in it. It was just they were both so just calm,
Okay,
and it
well,
was just it was like
who had
I
better
do what I
scenes?
do, you do what you do. I do scores, you take guys, whatever the fuck they were saying. Like there was nothing memorable in it, really.
I think Pacino's character was more memorable.
in that, yeah, he was more definitely. Oh yeah, in the Heat, definitely Al Pacino. Like, he was animated, like
The
this
perfect
deal.
word for Pacino is animated.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah, and there's that danger level when you get animated. Like you get that Nicolas Cage like over the top animated, or you could control it a little bit and still have like a real like he had his moments like she had a great ass.
You could sit on the couch. But you ain't watching my fucking TV.
You had a great. You sent me this thing, and you had your head all the way up it. He's like.
Can't beat the most quotable actor of all time.
You might be changing my mind here. I don't know. I mean,
It's not saying better actor. I'll fight either way. But
Just-
most quotable.
most quotable. All right.
Who
All right.
is?
So all right. So De Niro, you got Casino, Heat, The Fan, Sleepers, Copland. That's all in a row. Casino, Heat, The Fan, Sleepers, Copland, Jackie
blew
Brown.
it!
You blew it. Yeah, you had a chance and you blew it. That was his only fight. Yeah, he was kind of like a mook in that one too. Yeah, Jackie Brown. The best one was when Jane Fonda was not Jane Fonda. The fuck, who was the girl? Fonda. She was a Fonda. She's like, oh, she's mixing the shake. She's like, you want a metric? She's like, oh, that's this thing. You want to fuck? Yeah. All right. Actually, he was really good. Even that scene at the mall when he was like, she was fucking with him, and she's like, Louis, and you could just see him like he does that emotion thing like better than his like his lines, like his like face, like you could just see him like getting so fucking mad. He's like, he gave her a warning. He's like, just shut up. I really need you to fucking shut up right now. Just fuck. When they were looking for the car in the parking lot, and she just kept fucking with him, and he just turns around and just fucking blew her. He's like, yeah, there it is. I told you. He's like talking to her dead on the ground. Like it's so I don't know. It's so hard. Like I never really, like I said. You asked me on the spot, and if I gave you like a straight answer, I'd be De Niro. But you know what? I mean, and then when I was doing this, when I was compiling this shit, I was like, I did Al Pacino's first. I was like 65 movies, and I looked at it, I was like, some of them were good, and I was like, De Niro, 128, of course, my boy. He's fucking hardworking. And then I started going down the list, and all these movies were like one after another, like these fucking great movies,
I got a great Raging Bull story.
All right.
Great Raging Bull. Normal TV. Was it his wife or his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Did you fuck her?
Yeah, with Joe Pesci. Yeah, his brother.
In regular TV, he was like, did you drive his car? Did you drive his car? Yeah, I drove his car. I drove his car.
Now, was that the first time you had seen it? When you were like a kid?
First time I saw it was on VHS. Raging Bull.
All right.
But I mean, it was on TV, and I'm saying, where are they going to change things? And that's where they went with that. Did you drive his car? Did you drive his car?
Yeah. Some of those. Somebody should bring. That'd be a good thing, like a good podcast, like somebody that just scours the internet. Find some of these like the ones because you had there was two different kinds of like TV edits. You had the ones that just cut it out, like they would just not say nothing. Oh, they would beep. Not too many beeps in the movies, I don't think, but. Then you had the ones that did the voiceover, and those were fucking. I mean. If it was a movie that you really wanted to see and it was annoying, but it was just like for some like comedy movies or certain movies, it was fucking hilarious. And it would be better now that you're not watching the movie, you just see like a bunch of clips of these how they did these terrible voiceovers. That's good because a lot of these movies, like The Godfather, they showed it on TV a few times. They would have to cut a lot of shit out.
All right, so back to The Godfather 2. Most anticipated movie of my life, Godfather 3. Worst movie I was ever anticipated for,
I can't say that, but
Godfather
I won't put it. It was not my worst, but yeah,
Oh
it was bad.
God.
Like I think I felt like I already knew. Like I already felt like this can't be good.
I
You
felt
know,
like
this
it was a
can't be
practical
good.
joke. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, right. And then fucking. Where's Alan Funt?
yeah. No, this is a joke. And then Tom Hagen was Once Upon a the Dracula movie. Love at First Bite. What the hell's his name?
Oh, Robert Duvall.
No, Tom Hagen in 3 was. It wasn't Duvall.
Duvall didn't play.
No.
You know what? I can't remember the last time I saw it. Part 3.
You're lucky.
I don't want to see. Yeah. All I can remember is the dude doing like the mule thing. I was like, what the? I'm done. I
I'm
can't.
pretty sure Tom Hagen was played by. Do you remember the movie Love at First Bite? Oh shit!
Wasn't that? Was that Nicolas Cage?
No, this is like the 80s.
What was First Bite? Was that Jim Carrey?
No, 80s, like early 80s.
What about First Bite? No.
Godfather 3, dude. This guy, maybe it wasn't Hagen.
Don
but
Amici?
He played the lawyer or the concierge.
Yeah, concierge. But he was supposed to be Robert Duvall's character, or was like supposed to be somebody else, like his kid or something.
I'm thinking it was Hagen.
Huh? Speaking of Tom Hagen,
Well, Hagen got kicked out, and he took the role.
You're out, Tom.
Yeah,
that was another quote. Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with you. The quotableness, the quotes.
Yeah, it's not saying he's a better actor. It's just quote, dude. Just Scarface alone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking through the fucking De Niro list now, and like, really, there's not.
De Niro's more of a realistic character.
Yeah, right.
But if you want that character that just
just to give you that little extra,
Pacino.
Yeah. Without
Son
doing
of a woman.
it, without going Nicolas Cage, like without going that far, like he doesn't. I mean, he probably had a couple roles like that, but they both. I mean, you do 65 and 120 something, you're gonna have a couple of duds. I mean, like I said, I put in there.
There's a lot.
So Pacino has been nominated for 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 3, 4. 4 Razzies, 1 for Jack and Jill. That was the Adam Sandler fucking student. I never did either.
And I watched Sandler movies because he was a. All right, I'm gonna tell you. This is the truth about Frankie and
Alex?
Johnny. Godfather 3, then Frankie and Johnny. I think it went in that order, right?
I heard Frankie and Johnny I never seen it, but I heard that was like a good romantic comedy. What was
Michelle
it?
Pfeiffer played Frankie. He was Johnny. After those two, I said, I will never watch. Someone has to come to me.
Was that before or after?
Together.
No, before Scarface or after? Because they were both in that.
No, Godfather 3 was way after Tony Montana.
No, I'm saying the Frankie and Johnny.
Yeah, that came after Godfather 3.
But what about Scarface? Because they were both in Scarface.
Yes,
I'm
but
saying
that was way in the 80s.
All right, so this was before Frankie and Johnny. I'm trying to look.
No, it's right there with Godfather 3. 91 and 92. 91, 90, 91. So after those two, I said, I will never watch a Pacino movie again unless someone says, oh, John, this is good. So so when you keep saying they have duds, I don't know because I
don't watch them. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
like
Someone
De
has to
Niro's
come
got
in-
a ton of. Believe me, De Niro's got 120 something movies. Believe me, about half of those.
Yeah.
are fucking.
You
duds.
have to come to me.
Yeah.
You got to see this De Niro
Right.
movie.
Yeah, and I wouldn't. Because I remember the first time. What was it? Analyze This when he was crying, and I was like, I can't do this. This is like my fucking childhood hero. He's fucking like crying like a fucking. And I know it was an actor, but he was doing comedy now, and it was like he's done some weird roles like that before. But did you ever see The King of Comedy? Did you ever see that movie?
Yes.
It was
I like
a sneakily good movie.
Yeah. And when
Jerry
I read
Lewis
it-
was fucking great in that. Like,
Yeah,
he played like a good.
yeah.
I that was like a surprise, and I saw that for the first time, like not long, like within the past year, I think. It was one of those ones that I was like, no, I don't think I want to.
It was one of those HBO movies that was always.
Yeah, well, it was like, he won. He won something for that too. The King of Comedy. One. Oh, BAFTA or one. I don't know. Where the fuck did I throw a BAFTA in there? So my awards, I'm just like, I only count Academy Awards and Golden Globes. Like everything beyond that is like, there's like fucking 40 of them. You know what I mean? You can't really.
I don't count any of them, dude.
How? Well, yeah, all right. I agree. And I will. I'm not gonna get into the Oscar thing. And I won't watch a fucking award show.
All right, Art Connie won Best Actor one year.
Art Connie.
He beat Jack Nicholson and who's the other? Was it De Niro? Pacino? You know who Art Connie is?
Oh, I know who it is. I'm trying to think of what fucking role he had that would have warranted
They
an
said
Oscar.
that. I want to say
Was it some kind of Western?
Nichols. No, he played like an old guy or something like that.
Oh, he was.
But they said Nicholson and whoever the other guy was, they canceled each other out, and I'm like, but Art
Yeah,
Connie,
Yeah. Well, but then what they'll do?
the honeymoon.
But what happens is the next year they'll one of those guys that got fucked. They'll let him win for something that he didn't deserve.
Send him a warning.
Right. Exactly. And there was who the fuck was the other one? I was just talking about this before, but all right. So I don't know. I will say I can agree. Al Pacino more quotable, and I agree that you can't really put one over the other. I mean, they both have their high points, their low points.
You could have been on this side, I could have been on this side.
Right, yeah. And these are two iconic actors that we grew up watching. I mean, there's nobody that compares to them in our time, like for this era. I mean, you get your Harvey Keitels. He's not even close. Nicholson.
Come on, dude. Give him his credit.
Yeah. Yeah, not at this level. I don't think though. What was his big roles? Like Chinatown, which I probably fucking knows it, and Shining, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I mean, he's got a lot of good roles. He's your rider.
Departed.
Yeah, but yeah. And I mean, yeah. I don't know. I would not. I put him like he's a great actor. He's up there. Even like you talk about Marlon Brando.
Joker.
Huh?
Huh? Best Joker
yeah.
there was. Second Heat.
Yeah, second.
I'll give Heat.
Yeah.
But
at the
original?
time, yeah.
The original? Come on.
Yeah.
Give Jack his credit.
No, yeah, no. I fucking love Jack. He's one of my favorite. Yeah. Just not. I don't think. I mean, at this level, though. At this level. Oh, you're talking about Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just not my cup of tea.
Rain Man.
Yeah, great, but not like I'm talking like these are like those guy actors. You know what I mean? Like, these are the guys that played those roles that as a teenage boy, you're like, yeah, that's
Tony Montana.
cool. Yeah, Tony Montana, Michael Corleone, Vito Corleone, fucking Mean Streets with fucking De Niro, Taxi Driver. Fucking there, and then we didn't even touch on like all those like '70s movies that you talking about Serpico, but Justice for All, Dog Day Afternoon, like all those.
I never saw
Dog Day Afternoon.
Never saw.
Fuck that, you guys. And Justice for All, you can live without. Dog Day Afternoon is one you gotta see. Fredo's in it. Fredo's his brother. I
He's
think.
been in 4 movies. They were all Oscar winners or something.
Who? Oh, well, the movies themselves, like. Well, at that time, yeah, you had Serpico, you had Dog Day Afternoon.
Deer Hunter.
That was De Niro.
No, that was him too.
Al Pacino wasn't in there.
No. The guy that you were just talking about before that. Dog Day Afternoon. The guy that played it with Pacino.
Oh, Fredo?
Fredo. He was in Godfather. He was in Deer Hunter.
He was
There's
in
4
Deer
movies
Hunter?
he was in and he won an Oscar for.
I don't remember him in Deer Hunter.
No, that was no. He's in Deer Hunter. He was. Know how he got in the movies? He was dating Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
And Meryl Streep talked to him in the movie. He was in 4 movies and they were all won Best Picture. Swear to God.
Yeah, I believe it. I remember him and I just can't remember what movies he was in. But yeah, what the fuck was his name? I fucking forget. But yeah, hey, it's
Getting that one off the loop.
well, it's this is gonna be something I'm gonna pick through and there'll be.
I'm smart.
That's right. Yeah.
It was big and wait.
Yeah.
Waitresses 2 at a time. Mo Green.
Yeah, Mo Green. I'm Mo Green. I was. What do you say? I made my bones while you were still banging cheerleaders. I had to straighten him out. He was like,
where did he end up? Do you know where he ended up?
who?
That guy,
Mo Green? Yeah, with a bullet in his fucking eye.
No, I mean the actor. Like,
Oh, that guy? Oh, I don't know.
I'm
He had those fucking glasses. I couldn't really place him.
He played Blanche's ex-husband on Golden Girls.
Oh, don't say that too loud.
Why?
Because she'll fucking come in. It's a fucking show of Golden Girls.
I'm pretty sure Mo Green ended up.
Hey, you want to talk about selective memory? I know this is fucking weird, but I remember in that video that we were talking about earlier. I probably should have fucking kept. This thing's about to go. You were saying like you thought Rue McClanahan was like bangable. Yeah. We had the whole discussion on that video. I still do. Yeah, I just remember you saying, no, Brian, you know what? Rue McClanahan. You said it all loud and like fucking proud.
My mom wasn't as bad as my sister.
Oh, man. Yeah, so, all right. So now we went from Al Pacino to Robert De Niro to Rue McClanahan.
Raw.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I give that. Hey, if they could do it. Well, they're both in their 80s, so.
Oh,
maybe
if you want to take a minus away from Pacino, the end of the Grand Oscars. Did you see it?
Oh, I didn't see it, but I heard. But you know what? I didn't see it, so I gotta see it. But I'm all for it. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? All this fucking drama that happens on the Oscars, last year. I don't want to get into that. Just like go up and say, that they won. That's it. And
So you didn't see the Oscars at all?
I didn't see it. No. I didn't even see the clip of that. I just read about it.
Ass-kissing Oscars I ever saw.
Yeah.
Dude, it wasn't, all right, here's the best actor nominees. They had other actors, like, talk. They had, like, Nicolas Cage talking about, oh, we're done? All right.
Well, we're still going.
Nicolas Cage talking about my boy, what's his name? Shit, I called him my boy, I can't even think of his name.
Yeah, he must be really your boy.
So they had other actors talking about actors. When it was Best Actress, they had other actresses talking about. It was such a.
It's a fucking circle jerk. Yeah, it's a circle. It's a circle jerk. I never watch them. I go on that line the next day.
Who's in the Holdovers?
Oh, is that Paul Giamatti?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love Giamatti.
Yeah. Oh,
Can't
yeah.
call my boy no more because I forgot.
Because you forgot his name, so that's it. Yeah.
And he was in the Howard Stern movie.
And now he's gonna fucking hear that you didn't remember his name. So.
Yeah. Loved you in Private Parts.
Yeah, he was pig vomit, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, these are two of our actors from when we were growing up. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of shit coming out here. I might make 2 films, like one I'll just send to you and be like, yeah, this is the fucking all the outtakes. But so.
Okay, before we end, you pick De Niro's worst part. I'll pick Pacino's worst.
All right, well, these are not accurate because, like I said, I fucking left a lot of movies out that I didn't know. We'll talk about, but everything that I've seen him in is here. So I'll say the worst De Niro role that I've seen. All right, just give me a minute. I'll tell you one movie I've never seen that I'm dying to see that I've heard so many good things about is Brazil. Have you ever seen that? It's a Terry Gilliam. Terry Gilliam was the guy that did the 12 Monkeys.
Carlito's way.
And
talk about Carlito.
Carlito's way. I mean, yeah. All right. So sleeping the worst. No,
please. Yeah, I might have asked the wrong thing.
I think I mean, as good. It was a good role, but my least favorite was probably Analyze This.
Really?
When he cried. That was like the most memorable moment when I was disappointed with Robert De Niro.
Does it make him more versatile?
Because it was a cry. I mean, he cries in movies, but it was like the boo-hoo. It was just like, and it was so, I don't know, it was off-putting. I don't know, maybe it was just like it just like fucking crushed my machismo or something. I just had that, you have this like, idea of an actor that you've watched all your
He's
life.
bigger than.
But yeah, and then. So I felt like it wasn't so much about the crying. It wasn't the cry. The cry didn't bother me. It was the fact that the like Vito Corleone, Jimmy Conway roles are over. He's going to do and
Money. It's money.
He's going for the money, right? And which he does it like he's a arts. He does it for the art of it. Like you can see, like 120 something fucking movies, and a bunch of them that I've never seen that everyone put out there. You can't say the guy's out there for the money. He made a lot of duds that he knew what duds he was going into. But I mean,
See Copland again. Shit.
Copland was great, and he wasn't like he was.
Ronin was good, right?
I don't remember that. You know what I loved?
That was
the score.
like-
The score with him and Ed Norton was a fucking great movie.
Ronin was like. Was it Pulp Fiction?
It was
Where
kind
you
of.
don't know what's in the suitcase. It's like a glare. Is that Ronin or was that?
Is that Ronin?
This is how skinny I was back then.
I don't remember. I don't remember Ronin too good.
First met.
I know I've
it's the
seen
one
it.
with Ed Norton. He's in a movie.
Ed Norton was the one where they would try to steal that scepter, and then
so
Ed Norton
so-
fucked him. Like
How did
he
I get so
Ed
big?
Norton too.
Ed Norton's another great actor. Yeah. Now, I mean, we got another crop coming up. I mean, there's, so we've like the bridge between these guys and right now was probably like DiCaprio, Brad Pitt. Like those are like the bridge. They're kind of going into their golden years. I mean, you got a lot.
I could fight either one of them.
Well, I could, and there's a lot of fucking unappreciated actors. I mean, Sam Rockwell is probably, and Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman is probably the best actor in the world alive today. He would be my choice. I mean, he can do anything, and he doesn't get the credit because he never gets these big starring roles. And sometimes he's in a movie you don't even know it's him because he's a chameleon. I mean, if you've seen the one about where he plays Winston Churchill, it's the storm, like the coming storm.
Yes, he do. He's down my Mount Rushmore.
Oh, he's definitely on
Pacino, De
mine.
Niro.
Pacino, De Niro, Oldman.
Yeah, I'm going Nicholson.
No, I wouldn't go. Fuck. I'd have to think about this. The last spot on my Rushmore, my fucking actor Rushmore.
See, Gary
There's a
Oldman
guy
would
there.
never even come in my mind.
But he's just somebody that's in so many good fucking movies, and he always nails it. Like he's another one that's just fucking versatile. But yeah, for the fucking, I'd have to get. That's a fucking good episode right there. Mount Rushmore of actors. That'll be our next episode. These are two actors that will be in our Mount Rushmores. Hey, stay tuned. We may have another episode where we're gonna talk about our favorite actors of all time. And there's a new crop coming up that are pushing the envelope, man. This kid Timothy Chalamet, man, versatile. And I've been kind of like following his career. Like I heard that he was like the next big thing before he like really did anything big. And the fucking last 4 things I've seen him in, he's fucking unreal. And it's totally like he went from Dune to Wonka to Dune. And he was fucking great in all of them. And I don't know. He's like my fucking new.
He's your new guy?
New guy, yeah. Like, he's the guy up and coming. Like, he's better than anybody up and coming in his generation right now. I mean, and he's, you gotta unseat, like, the Kings right now. I say the Kings right now, probably DiCaprio. And who else?
Robert Downey.
Yeah.
You gotta put him in there. Yeah.
You gotta put it, but it was like for one role, really. I mean, he did the Sherlock Holmes thing. Like his career was dead, and then he got Iron Man. And
He's had 3 careers, though. 3.
He's yeah. I don't know. These are the guys. Now that we're like getting into this, we picked the 2 obvious guys. I think we should be getting into like some of these fucking lesser guys. But hey, I still say Robert De Niro is still my favorite actor. I agree with you. Al Pacino, I'll give him the credit. He is definitely more quotable. He's got the fucking triple crown of awards with the Oscar, the Tony, and the Primetime Emmy. It's more memorable roles. I still say Robert De Niro. If you, yeah, I'm not. I don't want to get into it because but
I have to have it breaded.
it's all relative. It's whatever you think. You know,
Everyone from my age to probably 15, 20 years younger than us
I won't eat it.
had a Scarface poster.
I don't like it. I like it only the way he makes it.
Scarface something. You had
Yeah,
a poster.
something,
Yeah, you won something at a feast that was a Scarface thing, like a mirror or a fucking Everybody had something Scarface. Everybody wanted to be fucking Tony Montana.
Everyone has said, "Say hello to my little friend."
I mean, that movie alone probably has more quotes than anything you could get from fucking De Niro. You know,
To me, it tastes
Really?
like them afar.
Probably.
And, I won't do it.
When
What?
I was alive,
I was gonna say
it was
today,
much better.
nowadays they want to let him. Nope.
all right, yeah, we will. You're gonna tell us off screen. So, anyway, we're gonna end this. This might have been a longer episode. I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get done editing it. But and you know, they were really the people in the audience was discussing our performance, and you know they were really critiquing us this whole time. That was the mumbling you heard in the background. And John, thanks for coming.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
And until the next one, you know, you're gonna get one back. I'm really intrigued about this whole actor thing now. I want to like kind of get into this, but
The Mount Rushmore.
the Mount Rushmore episode. So next time you see John, we're gonna be talking about a Mount Rushmore of actors. If we do that, we gotta go the whole nine. We're gonna do Mount Rushmore of actors. We're gonna do actresses and directors. I think.
Midgets.
That was gonna get cut out. Thank you everybody for
Little
listening.
people.
Thank you.
Little people.
And once again, do not settle for substitutes. We are the original, the one and only, all geeked out. Thank you very much, John. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for watching. Now I gotta get used to thanking everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe. It helps us out. It gets us more. You know, I don't know, whatever the algorithm. I don't know, whatever. Just do it. Just do it. You're fucking.
Do it!
You're at your fucking phone. All you gotta do is do this, and then it helps me. So just do it. And yeah, thank you for watching All Geeked Out. We will see you next time. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy fucking warm weather, spring. Happy NFL free agency. Happy March Madness. Happy, joy. Bye.